Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. I'm joined with the Gloopinator, the return of Gloopinator,
Hi.
and then we got a special guest, Big Bees.
Yes, sir. Was good.
Okay, so they both contributed a bit. We also had someone else, but he's unavailable, so we can't record with him right now. But today we're doing Wayne Tower. It's really old because we did the whole interior, which took forever, which is why this video took forever to make, but we did it. The whole thing is completely done, in and out, and it is the tallest. Well, I mean, it's at max height, but there's another building, that building all the way back there, that goes max height, but this is also a max height one. And yeah, there's some lore that goes into it. Yeah, so the whole thing was based off of this one picture from the Batman wiki, I think, which is like New 52 Court of Owls, but it's like a really grainy picture from a comic. And yeah, that's really the whole what do you call it, inspiration for this. But yeah, we built this, Gloopinator, when we built this 2 years ago, I think, the outside. And then when the update came out with the increased max height, so I think we built up to here the first time, or like initially, and then the update came out, and then we started it, and it was supposed to be a lot taller, but I think we went a little too ambitious, and this is how it is now. Like, I think there was supposed to be like a whole third section, like, but now it's just like two kind of sections. But you know, it still looks good, and I'll take it. But yeah, it was supposed to be a lot taller. But you know, it's still the biggest, chunkiest building in the whole city, because you can kind of notice it from everywhere. And I mean, that was kind of the goal, so I guess mission accomplished. But we'll start at the ground level. So yeah, this building has the main road and the freeway running through it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the freeway has these arches and lights. Looks nice, but the entrance it's kind of strange, but we got the Wayne crest here, kind of on the other side too. And then there's actually like 8 elevators, but you know, only one works because I don't want to do all of them. But yeah, so the whole exterior was built 2 years ago, and then this past like 2-3 weeks we did the interior. So we'll go to the first floor, which is the lobby. So this is supposed to be like probably one of the oldest buildings in the city, which you'll see a sign later, but like I think it was built like
kind of abandoned too.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's the oldest. It was built in like, or one of the oldest. It was built in the late 1800s, 1890s, which, you know, probably wouldn't make sense, but you know, it's speculative. But so yeah, it's all abandoned. It's all trashed up too. Doesn't look too great. And but the city, like, the story would be that the city keeps the lights on and the power because it's like a historical landmark, and you know, it's like a beacon for the city and the city's past and stuff like that. So, you know, before we made it all like poopy and abandoned and gross, it looked really nice, but then we had to punch the lights out and like add the webs and the sea pickles. But the way the elevators work is that like they cut off at certain sections of the building before it goes up to the later section that would need a different elevator. So yeah, these all have like the old like the metal gates that old elevators would have, and the signs tell you the limits of the elevator. So these ones would only go to the offices, and then this one would only go to the ballroom, and then these two here would go all the way up. So it says to the top. Yeah, Big B's, he did a lot of this dirtying up with the webs and stuff. He went crazy on the next 2 floors, which we'll see right now. But yeah, so this is the reception. These 4 portraits would be like the Waynes, I guess. So this one would be like Alan Wayne, and then Kenneth, and then whoever Kenneth gave birth to. Well, he didn't give birth, but
How
and then this would be Thomas Wayne. So it'd
are
be
you
everyone.
are you gonna explain who these people are?
Yeah, they look very similar, but yeah, Alan, Kenneth, I don't remember his name, and then Thomas.
Nobody knows who Alan and Kenneth are. Bro.
Everyone
You
knows
gotta-
who
you gotta
Alan is,
explain.
okay? I mean, not everyone, but quarter of owls. But yeah, so let's go to the next floor. Yeah, so the pressure plates are to the next ones, and the buttons are to the ones below. So yeah, Big B's he went nuts here. He made all
Yeah,
like
you
the,
could. Yeah, I used
you
a
got
lot
this.
of different button color variations to make it look very trashy. I also used some mugs, place them around the tables everywhere and around the floors, just to make it look very dirty, very nasty, and disgusting and abandoned.
Yep. Yeah, all the lights are like punched out too. They're just unpowered redstone lamps to signify the out of like even if there's power, the lights are so old that they just wouldn't work. So yeah, like these are supposed to be typewriters. That's how old it is. And yeah, some of the lamps still function, but most of them don't. Like this one's like a big old crate that's all packed up. There's like these carts, and yeah, these little like mail carts. And the next floor is exactly the same. So yeah, we're gonna do a shout out here. So a shout out to Oofy the troll. 'Cause this goat, this person, they told us. I mean, like it was probably like what like like you guys probably would have thought that we would have done it, but no, we did not use any sort of copying and pasting for very repetitive builds because I don't think we really. Yeah, we never looked.
We didn't understand.
We didn't understand it, and we didn't look far beyond. Like we just kind of didn't really try, but
We tried it. We tried it that one time, and it
we
didn't
tried
work.
using the clone command. That was horrible. But yeah, so
Yeah.
Oofy the troll, they commented in the last video about using structure blocks, and so we used it for this floor with the office, and then a little further up, and other buildings that aren't going to be covered right now, but very special thank you. Anyways, so yeah, this is the another office floor. So these elevators back here, that's how far they would go. They wouldn't go any farther up. And then we got these big old Gothic arches. They were in the lobby too. I just didn't mention it, but these arches are all throughout the building to give it some sense of realistic support. All right, next floor. All right, this is the ballroom, which it's like 2-floored technically. So this would be like the entrance reception area, but then like it's so big that you could technically also just like make it a meeting place where you can dance and stuff. Big old supports pillars with like the of course Gothic design with all the spikes and stuff and the round bits and whatever, but you know, they look nice. And then yeah, it looked a lot nicer before the cobwebs, but you know, it's got to tell a story, so there's cobwebs. Yeah, so we got a staircase going up to the second part, which is where the like I guess the dinner would be sort of, and then there's these tables with, you know, cakes are the only placeable food objects, or the ones I could think of right now. So I just put some cakes, and they're old and moldy, like 100 years old cakes. That's nice. Yeah, the elevators don't go up. The elevators don't go up to the second part because it's technically one big room. Nice chandelier here. I like it. I want to use pink in it. I think it looked good. But yeah, so this would be where someone would give a speech or something. So this would be the like more general ballroom party room where like Alan would invite, I don't know, a lot of people, more general public than specific people. On the next floor, which actually, yeah, it is the next floor. So yeah, and then they got these benches. You can see the city. We'll see how the height progresses. It'll be cool. But yeah, so far we're up here. We're like midway up. well, I mean, we're not halfway, but like midway up through the leveling of the city. But this is another one which was completely made by I don't know what he wants to be called yet, but he's the guy that was unavailable. He went and made all this. This would be like the more like a conference room, I guess, more like a boardroom type of meeting, dinner than a party. So we have like the tables where the lower employees would be, and then this would be where all the high level employees would be, with like Alan and Theodore Cobblepot. Yeah, Gloopinator, I'm using the lore. We got Theodore Cobblepot, Edward Elliot, and Cameron Kane, and unspoken fifth person who I don't know would sit there, but
Wow, these bathrooms are spectacular. Really
we
like
got,
the sink design and stuff.
we got the spectacular bathrooms. We got the clean mirrors that for 100 years, they're still okay, still looking nice. Nothing in the stall. Use a bucket. Kidding. But it's two more. We got a mirror. This is like a big mirror. Portrait of Alan. You could look at Alan while you're getting ready. remember
he's always watching.
Remember who made this? Who invited you to this party? I did. But
You could like comb back your hair, trying to inspire to be
we got a
as
bar here.
handsome and luxurious as
He
him.
is him.
Yep. Yeah, we got a light bar, and there's gonna be candles everywhere. Cause I mean, it doesn't make sense why there's candles. You'll see later on, but like it looks better than lanterns, even though there's this like modern type of floor light stuff. I think candles look good, but yeah, here's like where the host would be, even though. But just making sure you're supposed to be here.
Alan's long gone though.
Alan is dead. Alan is dead. He's buried with his 100-year-old great-great-grandson in Wayne Manor. Anyways, so we have the little callback. Little callback. Anyways, we have the arches. I didn't mention this, but the way I had the elevators rigged up is that when you show up to or when you use it, it lights up the light, and then it makes a bell noise. Yeah. All right, Big B's use that. Okay, it didn't light up, but in the lobby it does, and that's all that matters. Anyways, all right, next floor.
I actually have no idea what this was. What is this? I'm very curious.
This is the so Alan Wayne. Him and the three other families. They made they're the ones who planned out how the city would work, right? They planned out how the construction and everything. So then they hired the Gates brothers, the Gates stepbrothers. So they were the main architects. But in my head I'm thinking like, okay, Alan would still he'd want to plan it out on his own too. He wouldn't be specifically making it, but like he would plan it out and then ask the brothers, I guess, or he would like also give the brothers a space to work on their designs and ideas. So this is a giant map room of, quote unquote, the speculative future of Gotham, circa 1898. But yeah. So these two islands, these are the ones that we have so far. This is old Gotham, as we know, and then this is new Gotham, which we are in right now. We're right here. We're in this we're in this block. Anyways. So yeah, he has this giant map room, and then this whole island is all speculative. This is like a little sneak peek if we find the drive and motivation to continue doing this for a while. But yeah, this would be Gothcorp. But, that's all I'm saying. This is Wayne Enterprise. This is there right now. This is the only thing that's there. Yeah, so this would be the next island, and this is the rest of this island that we have planned out so far. You can take your own guesses on what you think they'd be, but then we have these two separate building models. We have the R.H. Kane building model, which where are we? R.H. Kane building is over there. Yeah, so R.H. Kane building right there, peak right there, and then this doesn't really have any connection to the world, but it says Wayne Tower Concept 1867. And this is kind of just a throwback to like the Dark Knight Wayne Tower, or Batman Begins Wayne Tower, but you know, I mean, it's not one for one, but it's just kind of derived from that, because I kind of want to reference that somehow. Yeah, so this is the big old map room. This is a viewing platform deck, so the big four and the architects could look at this. But yep, I like this floor a lot. It looks cool. But to the last floor of the section. So Big B's and other guy who we don't know what to call yet. They made this entirely themselves. So you can take over. I'll follow you around.
All right, so you can see right here. This is kind of the main part of this area. This is a bar right here. You know, we added some barrels, some fridges, some potion stands to, you know, simulate like
Really old fashioned.
where they would make the drinks. We try to make it look more old fashioned. And this whole area is just mainly supposed to be it's kind of like a party area, you know, where you would
We call it
invite
a
more of
lounge.
his acquaintances to come have a drink, you know, Mr. Allen, and then right here, this is the other unnamed person. Big contribution. He added in the red seating with the tables and everything to add a more of a pop of color because it was looking a little bland and to fill in space. And we also added some standing tables, just because you know to have standing tables. And then someone added these pillars in.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
we
it was
did
the
those.
other.
We did those.
All right, you guys did those.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
To give it
added in the pillars
realistic
for support,
Yeah.
and then just put the cobwebs all around to make it look more old, rundown.
Yeah. And you weren't here for this, but after you left, he named it the Cloud 9 Lounge. But you know, I made it look old, so I like took off some letters. I had to keep a cocktail as one word, or else it would it would blur out the whole sign. So, but yeah, some of the letters are taken off. Here's the new elevator shaft. This goes to the top, the tippity top, which is like the executive section. So it says to Mr. Wayne's office and residence. I put Mr. so like, you know, like generations pass on, there would be it'd be a different Wayne. Yeah, so this is the lounge area. This is where you'd go before meeting up with whoever was in the office up there. So these are like nicer elevators. We have the direction, so go up. And here is the Wayne residence, which this is like, I'll talk about it more in a sec, but this is based off of like the Batman, the new one, where you know he lives in the tower. So this would be like if the like a penthouse for the Waynes to live in if they didn't want to go back to the manor. Anyways, here's the big old balcony, which has really dirty, overgrown foliage and the spotlights. But yeah, so you can see the city. City looks nice. City looks very nice. There's some changes that have been made, some updates since the last video, which will be gone over eventually. Arkham in the distance. Big Green Tower, which was built entirely by unnamed guy. He'll be on soon. Gloopinator, do you remember building any of this or no?
I remember building like the like bottom part, but I don't remember this area.
Yeah, him and the other guy who built old Gotham, they did a lot of this by hand. I mean, most of this was by hand until recently, so. But this whole tower was built by hand. I don't know, like, this thing was huge. You guys, like, I mean, I was, like, building ahead, but you guys did most of the heavy work. But, like, we did this really quick. It's really big. But, yeah, balcony, get some fresh air. I guess this would be where Kenneth would play. If it wasn't too dangerous. But yeah, so here is the first floor. The penthouse is 3 floors. I went crazy doing this. I put so much effort into it. The floors, each of the floors are different, like the floorboard patterns. So there's the big Wayne crest here on the floor, a smaller one over here. Here's a fireplace, and the chimney is right there, which I don't know if the smoke would build up, but you know, It's to have a fun imagination. But here, Alan and his wife. Oh, I know his wife died. Never mind. Um, I would say that they would talk, but Kenneth was the. Anyways, but yeah, here's the chimney, or the fireplace. Little library here. Little reading seats. Here's the kitchen. Old looking refrigerator. I made it out of copper to make it look like some Gilded Age Gilded Age product. Here's all the candles. You're gonna see all the candles like right here and everywhere else. Dining table. Yeah, I wanted to, and then all these arches. It's really dark, but these arches are everywhere. Here's a pipe to make it so that the kitchen connects to, so like all the fumes go somewhere else. Yeah, big arches. I wanted to make it look like how it is in the movie, like not one for one, but very much like it, where there's these tall pillars and arches. Curved staircase. I really like how this turned out. I didn't really plan how much on how to do it, but it looks great. Little banister right here. Look over, there's another one over there. So this is the first floor of bedrooms. This would be like, I think what like the story would be was that this tower shut down after Bruce's parents died, so this would technically be Bruce's room if he still lived in here. Where's the bathroom? It's so dark. Here's the bathroom. Lovely rusted copper bathtub. Toilet paper. Love using my grindstone for that. Sink and mirror. Yeah, so Bruce just has some drawers, dressers, books. He doesn't have much, but this would be like the kid room, I guess. Blue bed. Nice view. Here's the chimney, goes all the way up. Here's the other banister, and then here's the staircase. Changed it up so it's not the same, which leads to the master bedroom with this giant, almost unseeable arch because it's so dark. But yeah, really big, not arch, support that holds it up. Yeah, I didn't mention the floor here is, I said it's different, but this is how it looks like. And then the last floor, which I actually did the walls first and before the floors, so I forgot to give the floor like a symmetrical pattern. So this one's kind of randomized, but it looks fine. Now here's a little table and chair for whoever to read or relax.
For
or
Alan.
something. For Alan. Everything's for Alan. Alright, here's the master bedroom. A lot of inspiration from the Batman 2022 here. So we got a blue rug that leads up to the bed. This one has chandeliers. Bruce's room has chandeliers too, but I don't think I looked at it, but chandeliers, bookcases, very nice bed. Chimney again, more books. So you can see the progression. Look how high we're getting. We're getting very high. But this is the mirror from the movie, right? This is the mirror. Then this is the picture that Bruce drew that was also in the movie. And here is there's a lot of like coral fans to look like dust and stuff. This is the only floor that has it, but I think it looks fine. Here's their bathroom. I don't know why there's a candle in the bathroom, but it's like aesthetically good. Another bathtub, and there's this portrait of Alan when you take a bath, but Alan has a secret, right? What is Alan up to? Well, it's the classic Minecraft mirror door, right?
Bro, what?
Here's these crates, right? What is this? There's a hole. There's a hole in the ceiling. What is this? What is this room? Boom.
What the heck?
Court of Owls.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we had to have
I didn't even know this was here.
Had to have the Court of Owls room. Loopinator live reaction. Can we get something cool? No? Okay. Anyways. Talon's suit. Skulls of their claimed enemies. So yeah. It's pretty well known that the Court of Owls have a base, and then they go out of the chimney, which is cool, and then they can like glide off. Yeah, but it's pretty well known that the Court of Owls has a secret room base in Wayne Tower to spy on you know, the most powerful family in the city. But so yeah, this is how they would spy on them, and they would just look through the mirror or whatever. Yeah, back to the bedroom though. Yeah, I think that's it. Just has this banister right here to look over the whole penthouse. But yeah, so in order to get to the very top floor, which is Alan's office, you have to go all the way down and take the elevator. So here we go. Welcome to, oh, whoops, I forgot there's a pressure plate. Welcome to Alan's office. It's really nice. I had this was like the main part of the interior that I had in mind for all these years that I just never did until recently. But so this is where you would enter from, and then this is his desk. So if you have a private personal appointment meeting with him, this is where it would be, and it's facing the Pioneers Bridge. This view looks really nice. There's the animated series Batwing, which would be the drop spot for this district, which I think I'm going to change it from the Fashion District to something else, because I don't think the Fashion District really makes too much sense, but, you know, Batwing's there. This room is a lot of fun. We have another micro map, so he doesn't have to go all the way down, but this one's more like just a model than an actual planning one, like the one from downstairs. Here's his like big four table where he'd have a Theodore Cobblepot, Cameron Kane, and Edward Elliot. And this is where they'd all sit and discuss of important matters to benefit the city. Library, bigger library, and this is what I wanted to do for a long time that I finally did, which is like this planetarium thing. And
What the heck?
I don't know if he would be like interested in. These planets weren't even discovered by that time, but at least I don't think so. But yeah, because this big dome was so open, and I was like, I wanted to put something, so this worked.
What a Sigma? That's great.
So we have the sun and all the planets, and oh, and then this I forgot to cover this, but this is the like where he would, if the family wanted to come up, this is where they would be. It's a coffee table and couches. And yeah, so abandoned, more webs, punched out lights, buttons all over the floor, support arches. I'm gonna punch a hole and go outside. Here, come out. But yeah, so here's the exterior up close. I don't know if I've ever shown it too much. Yeah, this spire goes to max height. In competition with Gotham Empire over there. But here's one of the last things I wanted to talk about is that there are all of the 13 gargoyles, which I know in the illustration of it, they're all on this top crown part of the tower, but I don't think it would have looked too good, so I have them spread out throughout the whole building. 4 up here, and then 4 right here, and then 4 on these corners. These ones are like the really nice ones that have like the big old guardian statues and the spotlights. And then the last one, which I just recently added. At first it was just 12, because I didn't know where to put the 13th one to make it too weird, but this is fine because this is where like all the traffic comes in, so you'd see it right here. This is the 13th gargoyle. And yeah, I think that is it for the building. I'm gonna get some cool shots of it so you can see the presence of the building. But I mean, in most of the videos and like the posts, you could see how towering, no pun intended, it is. So yeah, when you come from the Pioneers Bridge, this view is just really nice. You could see the whole thing in between the Bank of Gotham towers. And then this bridge over here, which I'm showing a little bit more than I should be, but when you arrive from the city through here, you could see it like that. And then when you're going to Arkham, you can also see it. But, I'm not trying to spoil too much, so yeah, that's it. Alright, so that's it for the video. Sorry it took a long time, but we'll be back on the normal city building schedule. This island should be done hopefully within the next couple of months at most, I hope. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun to make, even though it took forever, but a lot of thought went into it. I'll bring the other guys on, hopefully, if they're available, but yeah, I think that'll do it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Peace.